Listen up! This is serious!
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for.
You goddamn right this is serious.
Yes! I am your man, Kevin Gordon Thomas.
You already know what it is. It's clutch time.
And it's the Heartless.
And this is Serious Business, the Not So Serious Podcast, episode 27.
27.
All right. Nigga, we made it.
Good
Welcome
Christmas.
to 2021.
Good Christmas.
Say what?
Good Christmas.
Good Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of our listeners.
Happy New
And
Year.
Happy New Year to all of our listeners.
Yeah.
We are back in the new year. Took a
My
little
Christmas happened when I bought my PC. My Christmas was in November, a month early.
Nigga.
We're back, New Year, quarantine edition, back to quarantine. Obviously, you know what the hell's going on. They're probably gonna do curfew. Yeah, I know. You don't have to get into too many of politics. People are calling it. People are saying, I heard somebody say it's call me Canada or call me Can. That's what they said.
Call me Can.
Communist Canada. Christmas was cool. New Year's was legit for you guys.
Well, we were technically on lockdown for New Year's, so
yeah, true.
But you already know me.
I had like 30.
You already know me. You know, sneaking out, being the rebel. I ain't staying indoors. What is this?
I had 30 people. I'm already a homebody. I'm good.
I said I had 30 people. I know you don't have that much alcohol to serve 30 people.
No, I have that much alcohol to serve 30 people. I just ain't sharing it with 30 people.
It was hard, man. I wanted to go out and do some stuff, but
it was crazy because even though there was still lockdown procedures and what's the word I'm looking for? I think it probably is procedures. People still went downtown to watch the CN Tower change colors, but nothing happened to them.
Yeah, because they could fight that. They were outside and they were socially distanced. But did you guys obviously seen on Six Buzz, those young youths, they all got a bunch of $750 tickets because they were doing some idiotness and they were trying to have a jam.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Yeah.
The kid actually posted the picture of the ticket to show that like this is not fake. Like
and the boy was up in the crib, bro. I don't know. I was chilling, man. I chill with Mike on New Year's and we're just hanging out, whatever.
Shout out to It's Teleska.
Yeah, bro. I was with his fam. We're playing this game.
Did they feed you? Nigga, why does it look like a goddamn Plan B?
What?
That looks like a allergy medicine. Like
no, anomia, bro. This game is
Adonia.
No, anomia.
Pneumonia. Notice it says pneumonia if you scramble the words. You're trying to kill people. You got that mustard gas.
Me, you'll hate people after this game, bro. It is insane. If you want a war with people, I'm telling you, play.
So what's it like? What's it about?
So the game has icons and words. Okay. So we're gonna go clockwise, right?
Can I see a card? So like, you know.
Okay. So you have, I'll pull a card. It'll be a circle and it'll say comic book. So now that's mine. Then I'll give you guys a card and Clutch, you'll have this. It'll be a hashtag. Adjective. That's yours. Okay.
Why does it look like a goddamn snack?
Perfect example now. Arliss, you'll pull a card and it'll say currency. Now you have the same icon as Clutch. This is Clutch's. This is yours. You have to look at Clutch's and say an adjective before he can say a currency.
Really?
Do it right now.
Wait, hold on. So you're telling me you have to watch people's hands to win?
You got to watch their cards that come out. Now here comes the war part.
Okay.
If nothing happens, you just stack on top of the other. You keep stacking. So now if we match up and I go and I take your card, under your card, if it matches with somebody beside you and you're not paying attention, they'll take that card. Because they'll say something. They'll be like,
so for example, if I say yen, because that's a currency.
Now, was that your card or was that Arliss's card?
Arliss's card says currency. Mine says adjective.
Yes, you got to say yen before.
So if I say yen,
run or something, or an adjective, it's action, right? Or go.
Wait, what's an adjective?
That's an adjective. Adjective is motion. I think it.
Because verb is a person, place, or thing.
No, that's a noun.
That's a noun.
Yeah, noun.
Adjective is used to describe something.
They're described. Sorry, I'm thinking of that's a verb. Verb is action. Yeah, sorry.
So verb is action.
Yep.
And adjective is a word to describe something.
Every episode we going through grammar with you.
No, because you already know, man. English is my thing. I need to make sure that I'm on point. So when y'all niggas are slipping.
So okay, different example. Another one will come up, shampoo brand. So you got to say shampoo brand before somebody says, I don't know, whatever. Or there was another one that's cause of death, right?
Yeah. COVID.
Right. Now it gets even crazier when you get wild cards. So a wild card will have two different icons, and we put that in the middle of the deck. Now, if at any point any of our wild cards match up, you got to pay attention. If you're not paying attention and people are just taking your card, because if you lift up and you see under and it matches up on a wild card, or if you match up with somebody else, you're not paying attention, you're just taking cards. Go ahead, Clutch.
First off,
yeah,
you said this is an Italian game, right?
What?
You said this is an Italian game, or you just played it with Italians?
I just played with Italians. It's just a game.
Okay, because I was gonna say
it's a game of war, bro. People get pissed. Like, no, I said it before you. Oh, no, that's not currency. Oh, that's it. Oh my God, dog. Vex. People are vexed.
So basically, it's a different type of war, but with minus the numbers. You're playing with words.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and Cat whips ass at this game, bro. It pissed me off, man.
God damn.
Yeah, but I'm all right. It's a good game. We'll play next time.
Good thing I joined a book club. So my
no, but it's not like there'll be one that says say a candy, right? A candy.
Nigga, you joined a book club?
Yeah. I actually did a thing. I joined a
gamers book club.
No. It's a legit book club. Some people from my work, we meet at 7:00 on Thursdays.
Shut the hell up.
And we have a book that we all read.
What are you reading? Harry Potter?
I don't know what we are reading right now, but all I know is that the first meeting is at 7:00 on Thursday, and we are discussing a book on Kobo. You know, if you don't have Kobo, download the app on Google, YouTube, or anything like that.
Don't plug them, niggas.
And just talk about a book.
That's
a lot, Clutch. I didn't know all that, bro.
Hey, 2021, man.
You Betsy, Mitzi could all sit around and knit, and do some crochet.
No, well, there is no crochet. There's a wine on the menu.
Chardonnay.
Oh, of course, sir. The finest.
Sounds like my kind of book club.
Exactly. That is exactly why I joined.
Listen. You guys are silly. Clutch, you're silly, bro. Eddie Murphy, PG-13.
Hey, the only PG-13 I know is Paul George. Okay,
bro, this guy had he has Coming to America #2, which Arliss is very skeptical as it is.
And now we just heard with those ratings.
Now we heard that it is rated PG-13, opposed to its part rated 1 R. That was rated R. That was dope. One of our favorite movies. We all have talked about this many, many times. We keep referring to it all the time. Yes. Fuck you, dude. I was waiting for you to say it. So, Amazon Prime.
Why in the hell would they make it PG-13? One of my favorite shows right now is the show called The Expanse. Have you guys heard of it?
No, is that on Netflix?
The what?
It's on The Expanse. It's like a space show. Amazon, yeah. So it got canceled a couple years ago on season 3. Yeah. It got canceled at season 3. And Jeff Bezos, it was, what was it on before? I can't remember. Jeff Bezos bought it, right? Because he loved it so much, he bought it and put it on Amazon.
He bought a Drake thing.
Yeah, he's like, it's his favorite show.
Yeah.
And so when it got canceled, he literally bought it like a month after.
Wow.
So it came back on. And when it went on Amazon, it got a better rating. Now, before they didn't used to swear all that much. There wasn't as much blood in it and stuff as it is now. So why the hell are they doing this and they making it more PG? That's annoying.
I don't know, man. It's really whack. I don't think, no. Why do we need to make a PG for? We know what the first movie was about. And this is what I first got worried about when I heard Eddie Murphy was back on the scene. When I heard Eddie Murphy was back on the scene, he's getting back into it. Rumors of him going and doing another stand-up tour. He actually came out and he said, I just want to formally apologize for all of the things that I had said before in my career. That was my past, you know, blah, 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 and did all that shit. So he's covered for the stuff he does now.
No, fuck that. Don't apologize.
I didn't think it was necessary because that's what made you like, yeah, you could change whatever.
But this generation don't care about that no more.
They don't care about that, obviously.
Because I think before you say that, I think Arla said it best. You should never have to apologize for being who you are or for being yourself.
Well, yeah, but if people truly change, to play devil's advocate, then you know what I mean. We have to respect them for that, of course. I just don't think if you really change, all right. But I don't think that it's necessary. Again, coming from a super, super legit fan from day one for him, all the movies, you know what I mean? I love Delirious. I loved all of the, my God, Beverly Hills Cop movies. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's necessary. Dolomite was so dope. When I heard him do this response of saying, hey, I apologize for all the things I did before, and I seen Dolomite, I was like, okay, Eddie Murphy's still with us. So now after watching this trailer, what are you guys thinking right now?
They didn't give us enough to really
I know. They did on purpose, of course.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna watch it.
Of course.
Or maybe they masked it. They said it's PG-13 just to get it produced.
Nah, they can't do that.
Yeah, but it's true.
Oh, they can't? They can't do that?
No, they can't do that. No.
They're pretty strict.
No, so there's people who watch it. So it's been done. Just people who watch it, the people who rate it, they watch it and they say, okay, with this type of language or whatever, we're gonna rate it this. Like you can't.
Okay, so would that be someone's opinion though? Like, is that
it's like an actual board?
Yeah, it's an actual like association of people who watch.
It has to do with like the amount of swear words, what type of swear words you use.
Yeah, the vulgarity, all that obscene.
Yeah, but then again, like that could be someone's opinion. Like that could just be to them. That's what they think that is. Like,
yeah, but that's all
guideline for
that's
words.
But that's also TV because you can't say fuck on TV. Like you can't say it, right? But you could back in the day. Remember back in the day, you couldn't even say ass or shit, and now I think ass is a thing, and shit's kind of coming in there. You know what I'm saying? But like there's certain words.
One that you couldn't say, you can say now.
Huh? Bitch? Yeah. Bitch. What? You mad?
Yeah, but in definition, that's a female dog.
Yeah, not if it's used as a
as a what adjective?
Yeah, B. So So I don't know, man. I'm not not excited, but you know I'm gonna try to rock with Ed.
Might be surprised.
I'm still going off of my theory because obviously he has a son that he needs to figure out, and that's the heir to the throne. My theory that I think I'm 100% correct on is it was one of the bathers. He slept with one of the bathers back in the day.
But
what?
But the bathers lived in Zamunda.
That's what. Hold on. Maybe she got fired and then she went to America.
That's your theory?
Yes. She bathed with the man, smashed, got pregnant or something happened. She got fired and then went to America to start a life.
Nope. I figured it out.
Go ahead.
I figured it out.
Hit it.
Figured it out.
Go ahead.
You sure? You ready for this?
Yes.
Putting it on wax. Arsenio Hall. Remember when he was pretending to be the prince? He probably got a girl pregnant and they think that he's the prince and that's what they're saying.
Ooh. That's a good
What a twist.
I just thought of that when you thought about the bathers.
Good theory.
That's it. Show done. We don't even need to watch the movie now.
That's
I already know.
Bro. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I like it. Okay.
That could work. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. Work still. That was good. Oh, damn. I thought mine was right. Okay, I'm sticking with mine. You stick with yours. But yours actually makes a bit more sense. Especially if he's saying he's the prince of Zamunda. He's probably bringing bear things back there.
Remember when you tried that? You tried that shit?
Who?
Arsenio Hall.
Oh yeah, he tried it. Yeah, he got all the money from the King of Zamunda.
If you are the prince, who am I? My humble servant.
Yeah. Oh man, yo.
Now I'm gonna go watch this.
Yeah, probably. And you know what? I'm gonna put it out there now. I would watch it with my girl,
but
I think watching movies with my girl outside of a theater is not feasible. I'm an editor. We were watching Soul the other day, and there were so many parts where I wanted to go back and just watch again. Like we're watching some stuff, and she hates that.
Yeah, you have to. You can't. That's the hard part. You can't go back. You have to watch it right through.
No, listen. If there was a dope part, I just want to go back 10 seconds and just watch it again. Oh yeah, that was funny.
But you can't do that with people. You can't do it.
I know.
Do it on your own time, sir.
Soul was good.
Whatever. Soul was good. I still think that Inside Out storyline was better in terms of understanding the people's brain. You guys seen Inside Out?
Yeah.
I still think that the storyline, not of like the little girl being sad because she's running away from home. No, I don't care about that. But the way that they delved into, the scary, the skeptic, the anger part of our brains, the chill part of our brains, how it can take control and kind of run our lives. That part I really liked more than the soul story. But the soul music, I was talking to my homegirl Candace, and she was telling me that it was like a Berkeley professor who's playing all them things, and Berkeley's like a world-renowned school for music. You know what I mean? You only expect the best from them. But yeah, man. So we obviously can't even move on, of course, without addressing all those white people. And I seen some black people, and I seen a couple Mr. Chins storming the Capitol.
But we all know who
orchestrated it.
Who orchestrated all of that?
And the majority of it, okay, the majority was white people, but there were.
Hey, did you see that one of the guys looked like the guy from Simpsons?
I think that guy dressed up like that on purpose. He had to have.
Yeah, must have.
But hold on. So he got the tattoos exactly to resemble the guy.
Come on, Arliss, bro. Let's not hold on. Let's talk about it for one time how Simpsons are the Miss Cleo of our generation.
Call it out. Call me this.
They're the Miss Cleo. Remember when Dave Chappelle did it?
Yeah.
The Miss Cleo. Call me number now. Lord of mercy.
But yeah, no, he must have done it on purpose, man. He must have.
But the tattoos, though,
you can get fake tattoos. You can get a marker. You can do all of that. You can just go to the
world. Look at the world we live in now, bro. We can't even believe film anymore.
If it was semi like close to it, but this was exact. I was like watching the both of them, like it's on the same side. It's on the thing. Like no. He did it on purpose.
Simpsons predicted 100%. The Super Bowl.
They predicted a lot of shit. But this one is a fail.
That's why Trump said he's not going to the inauguration because he's gonna get assassinated.
He's like,
facts.
I don't want that. I don't want that prediction to come true, right?
But isn't that crazy that they could actually freaking get into the Capitol building, like an actual legit government build, senators and vice president was in there?
Let's keep it real, bro. That has to be some sort of inside. Like you've seen the video,
like Denzel, man, inside man,
like that, or like White House is falling.
Inside job, bro. That's more than an inside job. This is a legit government building,
bro. Listen, There's no way. Like they should have started busting shots at niggas
right away.
Pop, pop, pop.
One woman got shot in the neck.
Yeah, but that's like I think that
was inside when they were inside. Like she was trying to break doors where they actually.
Bro, all they had to do when people started storming is just shoot one person, get one of your sharpshooters clean in the head, just right here, just. Shoot them diagonally right here. Boom. Boom.
Bro, you know what's funny? They didn't have to do all that. All they had to do was throw tear gas in there like what they do to all the niggas when they're freaking...
see what you said there? See what you said there?
All they had to do is treat them the same.
Because Kyle Lowry said it the best. He said if whatever happened in the Capitol was black people...
What?
Difference there. The news reports would be different.
Yeah,
and I think he's telling the truth. Like that is facts.
They would have
been shot, killed. For sure. They would have deemed us a threat.
They would have been like whole black terrorists stormed the Capitol building. They didn't get in because they would have done it on the steps.
But these guys were still labeled as terrorists, though.
Yes, some things because they had no choice. That's a terrorist act. To storm a government building with
of course. What do you mean?
So your vice president.
You guys think if it was all niggas,
different story? Hell, of course.
Bro, this Muslim guy at work said, "Well, This is the first time I seen terrorists that weren't Muslim, because you know how they always say Muslim people are terrorists. I'm like, you know,
kind of funny stuff.
I'm like, that's how it is. They had no choice. There's no choice. Since 1812, no one's ever stormed the Capitol building, bro.
Since the British, right?
Yeah, since the British. It's fucked up, man. That's fucked up.
I'm just trying to think about it on like a macro level. I'm not trying to think about it as just America, because like we're so centralized to where we can't look abroad. Like, okay, if you look at China and the protests that are going on over there, like they blasting niggas. Hold on.
They're going to ever storm a government building? See, that's the thing. In other countries, when that kind of stuff happens, it's usually like military coups. Usually militaries storm the government and get rid of the president. Same thing what they did with
but they're protesting right now in Hong Kong.
I know, but they ain't going to know. They're not going to the prime minister's freaking bill. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Are you insane? That would never happen. They're not that stupid or privileged. I'm just saying, like, there's no way. It takes a military to do something like that.
So did the black people and the Asians that were there, did they just get a pass and not get shot? Because there were a bunch of white people?
They stayed on the step like some smart people.
No, you just haven't seen any footage of it. You think there was no black people or any? So you think there was only white people inside? I'm just trying to keep it 100, like to say, the majority, yes, was white people. We know. Of course. Yeah,
the one or two people doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's one or, of course, there's an Uncle Tom in the bunch. That doesn't matter. It's still, you know what I mean? It's not like black people had so many protests and black organized protests. There was so many of them and they had one in every state at one point and none of them went to a government building.
Yeah.
None of them. So
because we know better.
I definitely believe it was an inside job. There's just so much shit going on, to where it's like blatant right in front of your face.
But it's like it's funny but not funny. I was actually talking to one of my customers. He's a white guy, and he even said the internet has been portraying this event for the past 6 weeks. Like there's been like predictions that something's gonna happen before the inauguration.
Of course,
the FBI, the police,
Simpson, all the January 20th.
All them, they're like, oh yeah, nothing's gonna happen. They kind of like brushed it off to the side as if like they didn't really care what would happen.
Bro, they've been telling Donald Trump to stop his rhetoric because it will incite violence. They've been telling him for years, and that's why he got banned. They deemed his tweets and whatever he said, like they basically said he's the one that incited this to happen, more or less. Like he instigated this. Because all those are Trump supporters. All those people are there that did this action were Trump supporters.
Now, do you guys think it's a good thing that he was banned from Twitter and all these other platforms?
I mean,
to completely silence the man?
Yes and no. First and foremost, they never banned him before, right? Out of all the bullshit that he did. I'm not talking about that, bro. I'm talking about right now. My point. All the bullshit he did, they never banned him before, right? Now they banned him because he actually, before he never violated one of the terms that is actually in the Twitter or whatever terms. If you look at the terms, if you say things that incite violence, they can ban you. All those other shit he did before, they couldn't ban him because he didn't actually break the terms.
Yeah.
So the question is, do you think that they should have that type of power to silence people? Should Twitter and Instagram have terms and conditions? Is it free speech, really? I mean,
what's dictated as free speech?
As free speech,
as hate speech.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's not even a fine line. Like it's you can tell the difference. Obviously, one inciting violence and one kind of pitter pattering around it.
Whether or not
it's like what does this now mean? Sorry, Clutch, hold on. Just what does this mean for the rest of us now as other leaders or speakers come out when it comes to free speech. If somebody says something against certain communities or certain movements, like what does that mean for them? Trump is Trump, whatever. Ban him or whatever. Like, what did he say? I didn't even look into what he said to incite.
There's a lot of stuff, man.
I know, but what was it that triggered them to ban him? I should have looked that up, actually.
I think it's just like an overall collective of what has been transpiring through like his reign as president, like just everything. Because remember, he went on as president saying COVID is not real, like that this virus is
it's gonna just
a joke.
And that was false news. They claimed and they striked him for that, but they didn't ban him. But I think that because of the actions actually took place. I think
because no one of those protesters wore masks, first off. Secondly, did you hear about a spike in COVID since that Capitol storm happened?
No, but that takes like two or 3 days. So we don't know the states. We don't know the states things. We don't know how theirs is
right. But and then that goes with what I was gonna say was free speech and hate speech. To me, in retrospect, is kind of the same thing because that's your opinion. Free speech is your opinion of what you think how you feel about that situation.
Mm-hmm.
So if you feel as if that you're right, then that's your way of expressing yourself. That's your speech, which technically, as an American, you're expediting your right. But to other people who actually have common sense and actually think about what is said, it's like, oh, well, you can't actually say that. But they're technically within their right to say that because it's free speech.
Yeah, but it's there's also things that you have the right to feel safe. So if someone is being hateful, you can get hit with a hate crime. You can get hit with uttering threats, right? A threat could be considered free speech, but that's still wrong. So I think it's really a way of saying that you can have a completely different opinion, but at least like if you're having a conversation about it, you have a conversation about it.
Be respectful, properly. More or less.
Be respectful, exactly. And a lot of Trump supporters I've spoken to Trump supporters, and they sometimes they just don't make any sense, bro. They don't make any sense, but they think that they're right. And I don't think some, some people, to what you're saying, Clutch, is some people don't just know the difference. You know what I mean?
Yep.
They don't understand the difference of what they're ignorant to the fact of what is hate speech and what is wrong. They'll just say, you know what? That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
And then, like what I was saying, they feel like they're within their right.
They're right, exactly.
That's their opinion, right? Like that's like you said, that's how they feel about said topic at a point in time.
But I can say I don't like black people, and I don't have to say I don't like niggers. You know what I mean? One is an opinion and one is hate.
Yeah, but I think you're taking like the majority of what the media is portraying and just subjecting that to all of the Trump supporters, whoever. So it's like, I don't think hate speech and free speech is the same thing. Hate speech, I think, is a little bit more blatant. Hate speech is a little bit more direct. It's much more blunt to say, hey, if you're okay, let's jump to the Middle East. If you're a Christian, we're gonna behead your ass. We're gonna tweet that shit. Boom, right? That's South Park. They made an episode about all religious leaders, and they depicted a picture of Muhammad as nobody is ever supposed to. Mm-hmm. Even after you're saying Muhammad, you're supposed to say peace be upon him, right? You're not. It says in the Quran you are not supposed to depict him in any shape or form, and they did it because they don't care. And then they sent it to the studio, and the studio said, "You can't do this." They said, "I don't care. We'll pay the fine. Take it."
Mm-hmm.
A local Muslim spot said to them, it was pretty much a threat, like, you're going to regret this. Like, this is not something you want to do in your best interest. That is direct hate speech. That, like, I'd be fearing for my life. I'd be like, oh, shit. Yo, can we render another scene? Yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, that I feel is more direct.
But to them, I think they're trying to get their point across though. Regardless of the fact of how they're doing it, I think they're just trying to get their point across to make people aware of said situation of what's going on. So like obviously we don't agree with like someone always said, the ends don't justify the means. Right? So if you're trying to bring your point across, and if say someone's not getting it and you have to go above and beyond reckless, ruthless, savage for someone to understand what you're trying to say, then I think that's where the conflict truly lies. It's where, do you accept what they're saying, or do you see how they've presented what they're saying?
Okay. I just like, I just want to know, like, I feel like it has to be way more blatant to egg people on to then I'm just looking at some shit here of what possibly made them want to storm the Capitol. First off, that's some dummy waste man shit. Like,
it's a revolution.
Yeah. Apparently she was rubbing onions in her eyes. That girl, man.
You never saw the water bottle tucked inside her jacket?
Yeah, well, apparently there was like an onion in her hand that she was rubbing on her eyes or some shit. I don't know.
No, it's Vicks. She rubbed it right under her eyes, just like every movie star, because it makes you cry. You didn't know that? Come on, man. You're in film. They should have taught you that in school.
Nah, man. Remember, our moms used to put that shit up our nose and on our chest, man. Of course.
Yeah, but if you actually rub it underneath your eye, it'll actually make you cry.
My nose used to make me cry, man. Oh my gosh, man.
Well, yeah, it was a whole
episode, man.
It was a whole thing that it was just how he was from the beginning. Made all these people believe anything he said, and made them want to do what they did.
Because he's the president, right? They have to believe their leader. If my leader tells me, for example, if my leader says, "Oh, this group of people is evil," are you going to believe some regular old civilian, or are you going to believe the person that's leading your country, or like
the person voted for?
I feel like, and I'm gonna take the line from Charles Barkley, bro, when he said he blames everybody in the Capitol on both sides, because we've put out so much. The media's put out so much content to where it's literally left against right. There's no more middle. If you're middle, then it's hate speech. If you are on the left and you say something about the right, it's hate speech. If you're on the right and you say something about the left, it's hate speech. So then now there's no middle ground for us to even have dialogue and to have discussions.
But the thing is, it's been like that. Like, there's always Obama and Bush is always like that. Like, every presidency is always this heated, but this is the one presidency that made it a big deal to people because of how he was, because of the type of
he's not a politician.
Exactly, the type of energy he put out. And like, he wasn't even being a decent human being at some points. You know what I mean? Like, for example, when there were Black Lives Matter protests and whatnot, he was easy to say they're thugs and whatever. But then after this protest, which a police officer even got killed, he said, "Go back home. We love you. You're special." Like, that kind of thing. He's clearly making a divide in his country.
Yeah, he's picking sides more or less.
It's an obvious divide. So when it comes to this point, like what you said about Trump supporters, you said, I'm making a blanket speech about all of them. Well, yeah, because at this point, 4 years in, after you storm the Capitol, after you've hated on Black Lives Matter, and like you've been throwing the whole Karen things have been happening, after all these past 4 years of all this shit, and you're still supporting Trump as much as you do, when a lot of people blatantly see the type of human being he is.
Well,
and the thing is, I was saying this at work, and I was like, we don't even really know. Like, sure, Trump, he could be right. He could be saying this is rigged and everybody's out to get him. Well, we won't know if that's the truth because it's politics. You know, that shit.
Yeah.
They rig shit all the time. They do shit like that all the time. But at the end of the day, it's not like he was the greatest human being and the greatest example of a leader to warrant this much anarchy, in my opinion. Anyway.
Yeah, and well, just going off of like what you were saying when he was talking about Black Lives Matter. I don't fuck with Black Lives Matter. The organization, the movement. Let's go.
Yeah,
no problem. But if he's referring to the organization, yeah, they probably some thugs because they Marxists, bro. They clearly said it. And we talked about this before a while back. But the movement, yeah, okay, let's rock with it for people where there's like clear sightings of injustice, even in Canada or people, whatever. Obviously goes on way more in the States. Let's keep it 100. But he's definitely enticed. He's
the States because the States has 10 times more people. You have to remember that. They have 300 million people. We have 30 million people. It's a big difference in population.
Yeah, so, but our communities are much more multicultural than the States.
Absolutely.
We talking about, you go to Atlanta, bro. It's all black people. Or if you go to I don't know,
Missouri.
But if you go to New York, it's not. So the thing is, it's like it's all the same shit at the end of the day.
No, it's not. We're like labeled as the most multicultural place in the world. Toronto,
yeah. Toronto is labeled the most.
And New York is very multicultural as well.
Yeah,
that's true.
There are a lot of big states that are multicultural.
You got your Latinas, you got your Spanish, you got your Chinese, you got your black people, you got
what I'm saying is,
Italy up in there.
What I'm saying is though, we don't have like the types of boroughs that the States have, bro. You tell me they got a borough right now in Saskatchewan?
No, but there are a lot in Toronto, in the GTA. There are a lot of boroughs. Scarborough is a borough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like there are a lot of boroughs in Canada too. It's just different. We're just laid out different.
We're different, man. I don't ever like to compare the States to Canada. I think it's
But the saddest thing is that whatever happens to the States, we kind of have to kind of follow suit, which is sad.
You gotta pay attention to.
Well, I was talking to somebody, and they were saying they think Six Buzz is bad for Canada because it makes us look like a bunch of Americans. Makes us look kind of chumpy.
I was actually thinking, and I was like, Six Buzz is kind of like the news, like to us.
Six Buzz is like the world star.
Kind of. Well, that's the question I was asking. Is Six Buzz, will Six Buzz become the new world star? Will it take over the world where it you remember back in the day, bro, if it wasn't on World Star, it wasn't shit.
Didn't happen.
Before it popped off on YouTube, it was on World Star.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. But now it's different.
You know now it's much more different. But the discussion was is Six Buzz good for the city? Star? Is Six Buzz really Is Six Buzz good for the city?
I don't know about good. I've noticed recently they've really started changing a lot of their posts. They've changed a lot of stuff being from
just all
negative.
All negative shit.
No, they've changed a lot. They've changed a lot.
In a good way, you mean?
Yeah, in a good way.
Okay.
They've started, instead of like before they used to promote a lot of rap beefs, now they're promoting more like praising rappers, you know what I mean? They started doing that. Who did it the hardest? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before they'd be like, "Is this whack? This is whack." Or whatever.
Is this good or trash? Yeah.
Exactly. So now they're doing a lot more positive because I think they realize they caught a lot of flack, and I think they're starting to realize that.
Well, they realize they have the influence.
Yeah. So they need to be a little more positive and be more. Can't really say positive, but be more responsible. DJ Academics is catching the same flack, bro.
Yeah, bro. They kind of doing Academics dirty, man. I think I don't like what's going on with him, man. He's just doing his thing, man, and they just hate on him.
He has to be responsible.
Yeah.
Donald Trump wasn't responsible, and look what happened.
Yeah. So would you say Trump did nothing right in office? I'm not even really.
No, absolutely not. He did a lot of stuff right.
I don't really know what he did right or well. I just hear.
He did a lot of stuff. I think it's smart to bring back a lot of manufacturing to your country. That just.
You're saying, well, I don't know about coal, nigga. Coal, but like. But the mere fact
maybe he sees something that others don't. Like maybe, who knows? Maybe Cole will make a comeback.
I don't know, Jermaine. So I don't know, man. I'm not even into politics too tough, but as of where we are as a country right now, man, or as a the human race, I'll say right now, bro, I am ready for some aliens, dude. I'm ready for some Guardians of the Galaxy. Happen, I'm ready for some dudes to start saying they love in that alien.
Did you hear about that story about that guy who said aliens exist and they're working with the U.S. government and whatever?
Some shit. Yeah,
but he's promoting a book though. But
of course he is.
I'm like, obviously we're not ready for aliens if that's true, which I doubt it. Obviously, I don't think that guy is right. He's promoting a book. I think aliens exist.
Yeah,
I think aliens exist, but I don't know into what facet. But we couldn't even them in the States couldn't even handle losing a vote. So we ain't ready for aliens, okay? Couldn't handle losing a vote. So we ain't ready for aliens, bro.
And things are much different from when we were younger, which poses the next question. 10 years later in life, fellas, are you happy?
10 years?
I mean, I'm still alive, so yeah.
Are you happy about that? 10 years later, bro. What are we doing till it's 2021? So 2011.
Birthday's next week.
What was I doing in 2011?
2011, just graduated high school in 2010.
In 2011, I smoked my first joint.
You started smoking late?
Because like everyone that I hung around with, we were athletes. We played ball, we played sports. We didn't really have time to.
All my friends were athletes, and we all smoked.
How many, bro? Hold on, that makes no sense. How many basketball players do you know right now that smoke? Like legit players, like in the NFL, in the NBA, they smoke.
All of them.
I mean, my neighbor that we had on the interview, Adrian, he doesn't smoke or drink at all.
Yeah. But
all those guys smoke, bro. Don't you know the NBA stopped doing marijuana tests now?
Yeah, I know. They're trying to get that pushed in the NFL too.
They're smoking, man, and they all drink. Drink.
You know, I would say alcohol you got to cut out, but like weed.
As soon as they win a championship, they go out. There's bare stories of NFL players and basketball players going to the clubs and drinking
champagne,
and that's all known. That's like you know.
Well, so, are you happy though, Carlos?
What was I doing in 2010? I was in 2011. I was working at the airport. I think I just left the airport.
I think I was going to school. I was going to school for the first time before I dropped out.
Yeah, I was in college by 2011. I think I was 21. Yeah, I was 21.
Yeah, bro. We started to go to we were going to Humber.
At 2011?
Yes, man. Because in 2012 February is when we went to spring break.
So then I wasn't even at the airport at those times. Oh, 2012 we were at spring break.
Yeah, 2012 January, February. Remember?
Okay, Tizzle Tuesdays.
So we started school in September in 2011. That's how I tracked it back.
Time flies so.
Because we started school in September, and I dropped out for January, and then we went to spring break.
Yeah, 2011. I was there preaching. I don't want no kids. None of that.
Yeah, you did say that.
10 years later,
got a 2-year-old.
I don't want to be playing no more.
That. I still don't want kids. So fuck all that shit.
Clutch ain't a player. He just crushed a lot. Compared
to 2011, I would say that I am happier. Yeah, for sure.
Happier?
I am happier. Life is good. I don't have much complaints, to be honest, other than children.
I
mean, for now, I can't complain about my kid.
Are you happy?
She good. She good.
If you could go back, would you have kids, Arliss?
No, fuck that. I would not have kids at all. Are you crazy? I would have been, no way, bro. I would have had a vasectomy in 2011, bro. In 2000, if I came out of elementary school and I could have a vasectomy, I would have done that.
Shooting blanks for the rest of your life.
This guy's playing dominoes. Double blank. Pombo
Yeah, man. I don't know. But my life has come a long way since then. So I'm sure you guys, your life is completely different.
Yeah.
You know?
Completely different, boy.
Went from running Soul Calibur in your basement to running Soul Calibur on the PC.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Soul Calibur in the unfinished basement.
Jeez, brother can come in.
Say what?
Is the basement finished yet? Your mom's?
Yeah, right. My stepdad be like, you know what's funny? He's retired, but he still works and finishes basements and stuff at other people's houses. I just don't
nothing better than, bro. He's reached old man syndrome. Not old man. He reached the old man thing where they have nothing else to do and they just want to do something.
That's what my mom says. He just walks around. He says he's bored, so he's just like. And I said, why doesn't he finish the basement? She's like, him want to finish other people them basement.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Finish your basement?
No, you know what he's doing? He's finishing others to get a collective idea of how he wants his basement to look, and then he's gonna bomb.
That basement has been framed and ready to go for longer than I've known Arliss, bro.
Years?
I swear there's a bathroom like somewhere down there where like we hid that one night.
Oh, in that one room? Beside the
that's where the bathroom is supposed to be, actually.
Oh my God. I can imagine. So
and 10 years from now, that basement still won't be done.
You know what it's like? Well, no, the person who buys it's gonna be like, shit, we almost there.
They don't even want to sell.
You know what it's like? It's like the analogy of the painter's shoes. Sorry. No, the shoemaker. The shoemaker analogy. The shoemaker always has the worst shoes. Because he's always making shoes for everybody else.
And everybody else's thing.
So that's just
that's like saying, if you're in a trade, do you really want to come home and like bring work home? Like you don't.
You still got to make your crib look dope, right?
That's true, and like I get that when he was working, but this nigga's been retired for years, bro. This nigga's been retired for years, man. Years.
Oh God. Oh my gosh, kid, yo.
That shit's crazy, man.
Listen, we thank everybody for listening so far. We're going to take a quick break. Serious Business, the Not So Serious podcast. Make sure you follow us on all of our Serious Business platforms. Our Twitter, @SeriousBiz_pod. Our Instagram, which is @SeriousBusiness Podcast and Business. You already know how to spell BIZNESS. Our YouTube is Serious Biz. Like it, share it, hit the notification bell so you know every time that we post. And we're about to get into a game. Let's take it away with Pick 3.
Pick 3. This is Pick 3 where we pick 3 of the things on this list that we just couldn't live without on the list specifically. Of course, there's others. We talk about our bench and we also talk about what's off the list. And I also want to ask if everybody likes our new look, which we didn't even mention at the top of this episode. We have a new fresh look. You guys let us know also in the comments.
Yep.
And so here's our Pick 3.
Yeah.
What is the Pick 3 anyway?
Put it in the
it's in the drive.
Oh, I see it. Oh,
I'm sorry.
Ooh.
The documents, the docs for this episode.
Gotcha.
I mean, you're missing
I left
some
a couple
classics.
out on purpose.
Okay, because I'm gonna say you're missing some classics.
I was originally gonna do all cans, but I couldn't leave this one out.
Okay. Can I go first?
Well, we have to spell it out for them. But yeah, you can go first.
Okay. Spell it out.
Oh, did you pull it up yet?
Let me do it. Yeah, I'm gonna take it away. Okay, Pick 3. Wow, nah, bro, you're missing some good.
That's what I said, bro. He's missing
one of my favorites is not even on here.
Wow, buddy.
That's why I said let me go first.
This guy put the one Jamaican drink in here, and it's not even the best one, dog. Wow. Okay, Pick 3 of your top favorite soft drinks. Whether if you're listening in the States,
if you're thirsty.
If you're over here, you'll call it soda. Do the Americans call it soda?
Soda.
No,
soda
I think
West
Indians call it soda. No,
soda
what do West Indians call it? Soft drink. West Indians call it soft drink.
So many, and there's even a Trini one that's dope. Oh my God. Okay, Pick 3. This is clearly the white American version. Pick 3: Mountain Dew, Pepsi, root beer mug, Island soda. I think that's champagne.
Pineapple. That's pineapple.
No, that's Cola Champagne.
Champagne. See, he messed up, bro.
The yellow was pineapple. Cola Champagne is white.
Oh no,
bro.
No.
That's cream soda.
You're thinking of cream soda, yeah, and that's And anyways,
man, yellow's pineapple.
Buddy,
it's not yellow. This is gold.
Gold, man. It's champagne. Anyway, Dr. Pepper, Crush Grape. Because we're black, that's why I always put it in, I guess. Coca-Cola, trash, Sprite, and Orange Crush.
Okay, first things first.
You gave Crush 2 spots in here?
Because I had to give the orange. I couldn't just put the grape on.
Nah, fuck the orange. You should put the lime.
I already know
you should put the lime.
No. You guys don't just. You have your off the list.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, save it.
So my first one off the list.
No, you can't do off the list first. Off the list is at the end.
Yeah, off the list is off the end, bro. Okay.
All my picks are off the list, though.
So, Clutch, it's our list. Just from how it's oriented on our call here. You go first. I go second. Clutch, your third.
Okay.
But hold on. But all my picks are off the list.
Well, this is only the list.
Oh, you have to pick off
if it's the apocalypse
list.
and you walk in the store and they say pick 3, you're not going to be like, oh.
No, I'm walking back out. I am walking
then you're
gonna
die of thirst.
Clutch is dying
then I am.
Already.
I'm going with cola champagne.
Okay, so off of this trash list, I'm going to go, Sprite never led me wrong as a young one. So I'll pick Sprite first.
I'm going off the list because
no. You got to pick on the list.
No. I'm going Sprite remix for any of our listeners that know Wagwan. When Sprite remix hit the shelves,
that's dead though. That's dead.
You can actually still order that. You can actually still order that by the case.
You think
in America,
Amazon?
America,
bro, you think that I'm gonna go through all of that just to get some pop?
Yeah, I know.
What the hell?
I know.
Yo, Sprite remix.
You gonna get it? The shit. Hey, remember when you used to go into the convenience store and you knew the shit was old when it had dust on the top?
Yeah,
that's exactly what Clutch is gonna get.
Actually, I don't know what kind of convenience stores y'all went to.
12 dusty ass case of that. Okay, so Clutch. Next one on our list. This dirty ass list,
bro. Pepsi.
Oh, God.
What?
God.
Pepsi.
Nah.
God, man. Man, I'm so disappointed in this list, man. This list is horrible.
It's not even popping. No pun.
It's horrible. I like champagne, but that was all right. But I'm gonna go with Orange Crush. God.
Nope. I'm going with Mellow Yellow.
Mellow Yellow.
Mellow Yellow.
That's also dead. This guy is going with all like the dead. I'm gonna go with Disco. Like no.
Nah, Boogie was the black version of Disco. So Boogie.
Boogie?
Yeah, Boogie. Okay. Clutch. Arliss. The last one.
Pepper.
32 flavors.
32 flavors, which is actually
some DP. And there's a lot of our listeners, women, that like some DP.
Odd. Okay, Clutch. I don't know where you come from with this shit. All right, my last one. I'll
You're
drink
black.
champagne.
You have to get the grape.
I drink champagne. Nah, champagne.
Nah, I grew up in the ghetto, man. We didn't have cola champagne, yo. We had Mellow Yellow, Sprite remix, and Pepsi vanilla. Yo, we didn't have the luxury. We didn't have the luxury of like other.
Nigga, what are you talking about? Champagne was at every Jamaican place.
Every Jamaican.
Nigga, I grew up in Malton. My convenience store by my building.
It wasn't in a convenience store. It was at Sunrise. It was at every Jamaican place.
Well, where I lived, the closest spot for me to grab a drink was a convenience store. They didn't have no cola champagne.
It was at Potluck. What?
Oh, we didn't have Potluck in Malton, yo. We had Mr. Jerk at Dairy and Galway.
You would have had it there.
Champagne.
You would have had cola champagne there.
Everybody has cola champagne. Everybody has the greatest.
Not me.
You're guaranteed.
What'd you say your last one was?
My first one was Sprite Remix. Second one
Yellow
was Mellow Yellow.
Third one.
Pepsi Vanilla.
Bro, you're only picking ones that you drank when you grew up. You didn't drink any of those in the past 5 years, nigga. You didn't drink any of those in the past 5 years. I guarantee you've had one of these drinks.
Okay, vanilla. Okay, I had vanilla Coke in the past 5 years. Okay, I had vanilla Coke.
Sure.
Fine.
Off the last container, but when they discontinued it, and
no, George's actually still sells vanilla Coke.
Yeah, nigga, you drank
on the regular.
You drank it. You didn't even wipe off the top. You drank it with the dust. Shit. Yo, off the bench. I can't wait. Arliss, what's your off the bench?
Tahiti treat.
What is that?
What? Crushed Tahiti treat?
Nah, no, I don't know what that is.
This guy's bringing crushed drinks we never even heard of.
No.
You've never heard of Tahiti treat?
Listen,
no.
90% of the listeners will know.
This one This drink, which Arliss, I'm ashamed that you didn't even think about putting it on. I had this probably last month.
Yep.
The pink and the green version. Ting.
Ting?
Bro, you didn't put Ting on here and you're Jamaican? Oh my God.
Bro, you're a Ting drinker. I was a Busta drinker.
Busta! Yo, Garrett, yo, right now, I have a Busta 2-liter bottle that I've carried from my apartment since I was living there since like 1993. Never opened.
Busta.
Bro, there's also a Trini drink that gets oh man, there's so many. Bro, you didn't put Pear Drax.
Oh, I just had Pear Drax this morning. I had Pear Drax this morning.
Dog, and there was the next one. There was a Trini drink, Solo. Remember Solo? You guys ever had Solo?
I remember Solo.
Yep.
Come on.
The sorrow version. No, the cream soda version
cream
of Solo.
soda version. Yeah, cream soda version.
Ooh.
Dog. Clutch, what's your off the bench? Well, their whole bench was off the bench.
My whole bench was. Yo, that's how you know my bench would slap any man because they're off the bench.
Because they're all dead. Any dead niggas can't slap no live.
I already know y'all niggas watch Yu-Gi-Oh, so I'm reborning the monster. I'm busting that card.
Resurrection.
I'm bringing them back from the dead, bro.
We were pulling cards yesterday at work last night, and some guy wanted the WWE box. So I'm like, all nostalgia, bro. We pulled Rock, Jericho, Chris.
So you mean WWF?
No, WWE.
No. But no, you said nostalgia. So nostalgia is WWF.
Yeah. Dog, when we pulled Undertaker, we had to turn off the light. Dung. The Big Show, frig, all of those old school ones.
So I have a question. What's your guys' favorite fast food right now?
Fast food?
Yeah.
Like fast food or like
fast food that you actually go to?
McDonald's.
McDonald's. They don't got no Ting. They don't got no Busta. Yeah. They don't got no vanilla. So you're not going to tell me to pull up to the
it's because
pull up to the drive.
It's because we respect Jamaican food. We don't classify Jamaican food as fast food. So when I go there, I'm getting my Ting. I'm getting my
waiting.
I'm
waiting my 10, 15 minutes.
That's why I didn't count them as fast food.
I'm getting.
You're not gonna ask McDonald's for no Sprite remix, nigga. Like, what do you mean? You're not doing that.
They'll be like, sir, this is the drive-through. Do you want the pink or do you want the orange?
No, I love how Clutch got the mic with it too. I love how Clutch got the mic with it.
You're not gonna pull up there and be like, yo, can I get this? They'd be like, they don't have it. You'd be like, I'm gonna get it off the list. No, nigga.
Because when you pull up to a fast food, they are a Jamaican restaurant. We don't have that.
Yeah. Facts if you change. Bro, I remember it was on Kennedy when there was a Sunrise, when Sunrise was actually good. And they had the drive-through.
I've never actually had Sunrise.
Yeah, you're not missing much. It was pretty good back in the day.
I heard that is the trashiest Jamaican restaurant to go to get food.
Pretty trash.
Back in the day they got busy. Like now it's just
before they started doing their whole everywhere type thing.
Rebrand. Yeah. They're like, they got rebrand. Listen, I still
the rebrand.
I still go there, but I only get like patties or something like that, like something small, right? And I'll get some sea moss or something like that, or some Magnum Punch. Or another real drink, mango and carrot.
Tropical.
Yeah, mango carrot. This guy put Dr. Pepper.
You don't like Dr. Pepper?
Nah.
No, but of all the ones, bro. I know there'll be bare people in the comments that are gonna love Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is the once I seen the video of somebody putting a penny in that, and it came out bing the next morning. I said, never.
Oh, boy.
I didn't even like
how much
Coke.
money you can save on cleaning products.
I didn't even like Coke to be. I didn't even like. I know, right? It's like you can use it with your pine sol.
You ever try drinking a Coke warm? How your teeth feel like funny after?
Yep. And I can't remember the last time I had a Coke.
Bro, I remember back in the day they used to say Mountain Dew kills your sperm count.
Yeah.
The joke is we make more in a day than Mountain Dew kills, so it really doesn't really matter.
I was drinking tons of that. I'm like, I ain't having no kids, nigga. Fuck that.
Well, you must have been drinking the Mountain Dew diet, because
I must have been, because that shit don't work at all, man.
Yeah, that shit that proves that it was not true.
Absolutely.
Arliss got 3 Mountain Dew youths.
Forget Arliss. Call this nigga Stephen Curry. This nigga hitting trays left, right, and center.
Jeez,
bro.
This nigga hitting trays.
This nigga didn't miss yet. Shoot.
Jeez.
You telling us you got a 4th one?
Think about the 4-peat.
4-piece.
Yeah, I'm over it. Clutch, let's take a shot.
Oh,
Hold on 1 second.
Clutch, let's take a shot. KT, where's your shot glass?
I have some Reese's Pieces.
Unless it's holy
use
water.
That as a shot. Use that as a shot.
All right.
So I said unless it's holy water.
My Reese's cup.
No, we didn't even.
Oh shit!
We even took the.
All right, I'm gonna take the next one. I got you.
Oh, son of a.
God damn.
Yeah, hurry up. Let's go. I'm gonna talk to you guys about strict parents.
Oh gosh.
Oh Lord.
Strict appearances.
Yeah. That's a good question from Arliss.
They gotta expose like it's a UAV and shit.
This ain't
Let's go. Salut.
Ding. 2021.
So
before we get that, last year we talked about things that we were working on of ourselves. You guys remember that?
Yep.
So this year, well, first off, how did that go for everybody?
Didn't.
Clutch?
Well, I joined a book club, so my reading more actually.
Clutch, how did you join this book club? But y'all didn't even meet up yet. You don't even know what book you're reading. So
I told you the first meeting is Thursday.
Yeah, but you said you're reading
for
more.
my work.
But you said you're reading more, but you guys haven't even met for the book.
Well, so because I'm not reading a book, it doesn't mean I'm reading more. I'm reading instructions, how-to manuals. You know how to plug in a toaster, that counts as reading, correct?
That counts as reading. Reading is reading, right?
Wow.
I mean, if Trump is the president, then I mean, if I read a how-to manual, that counts as reading.
Yeah, that's true.
True, I guess. Yeah, because I remember I was reading. They were saying, the amount of people who are on Twitter just reading, you get more bits in the day than you get the same equivalent if you're gonna like read a book kind of thing, right?
But yeah, so that didn't go well for everybody, did it?
No, did it go well for you?
Not really. So this year we gotta do it. We gotta do something else. We gotta actually do it this year, guys. Come on,
I'm doing
man.
it. My first day is Thursday.
So what is you doing? What is your 2021 goal for self-betterment?
Get the out of my parents' house. I'm trying to get a house, a 3-bedroom,
But that's not self-betterment, man.
Yeah, it is self-betterment.
No, something that you will take with you forever. You as a person.
Me as a person?
Yeah, something that will make you a better person. That's not an insult. I'm not saying you're a bad person.
Communication.
You need to work on your communication skills.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it is a yes, but I think it's more of how I present the offer to the board meeting.
Okay. So you're gonna work on that this year?
Yes,
for sure. Last year everybody crumbled. Everybody crumbled like a goddamn cookie. Yeah. Mr. Kevin Gordon Thomas, the name my mama gave me.
This nigga has been late every goddamn.
Why?
You don't have the same one, Mr. Kevin Gordon Thomas, because that one was a struggle for you. It was a struggle.
To not be late anymore.
Time management.
Well, so funny you say that. I went up to my boss the other day because I was supposed to be somewhere, and the guy was waiting for me. So John messaged me and was like, "Yo,
where you at?
I know he had this place, but I already told him you're on Jamaica time. So what the hell you like? Let's go."
Yeah.
So I went to him after. I said, "Yo, John, I got a time management issue." He's like, I know, don't worry, your review's in like another week, so we'll talk about it. Oh shit.
He been know that, yo. I said, oh, shit. For a raise, we'll see what happens. So this year, are you gonna work on that again?
Consistency and time management, which I haven't worked on since 10 years ago.
Bro, come on. You were supposed to work on that last year.
I know. This is a hard one. I'm gonna really. So I think one of the things that you
have an Android, goddammit. Google can help you.
Well, I have a Google. Yeah, I have a Google phone. So
I can't help them actually do it.
Well, yeah, but at least I think Google Calendars is something. I really enjoy Google Calendars, but I just need to do it when I put in the schedule now. I think that's for me. Yeah,
you're gonna do it this year.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll see.
Huh? You guys said you're gonna do it this year. So next year, what about me? I'm gonna work on
not having any more kids.
My friends do their stuff for the year.
To do their due diligence.
Carlos is perfect.
No, I'm gonna work on self-awareness, man. I want to be a little more self-aware of the people, of how I come across to people, and how.
But I mean, like, I feel like you should never have to censor yourself for other people. If that's how you are, then people either need to accept it or cut it, like keep it moving.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
I ain't censoring shit.
Well, on top of that, you need to then change your name. You can't be Heartless Arliss anymore.
And I might be dropping that.
Sacre bleu.
Wow.
I might be dropping that. I think I just want to be just a little more self-aware of, like, if I'm saying something, I don't want to say, I still say things on accident that I don't want to say. And then I look back and be like, oh shit, I'm really a dick, ain't I?
Yeah.
So I want to be self-aware to know certain things that I'm saying it on purpose, more or less. You know what I mean? I don't want to backtrack on a lot of words that I've said. I want to be more what's the word I'm looking for? Diligent in my choice of words and how they affect other people.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess that would be mine too. Like, more or less how I'm saying things, more or less what I'm saying.
Yeah, because people don't always understand what's in your head, and we don't always know how to say what's in our head. You know, sometimes you get to those moments.
Yeah. You like, just kind of say whatever comes to you, just like boom, and then the person gets offended, and you're like, "Why the fuck are you getting mad?"
Exactly. So that's what I'm gonna try and work on, and I'm just gonna slow it down. Slow it down, think about it a couple times more, and then say it.
Okay.
That's my plan.
So we got it. All right.
Based on last year, I don't know how well that's gonna go.
But to answer your question, 10 years later, I would say I'm happy. I have a 2-year-old daughter that like has like make me think about things that I've never would have thought about as a younger me.
Oh yeah, it changes your mindset.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I heard from everybody who has a kid.
Not me.
Because
that shit from me, nigga. What are you talking about? You never heard that? See, there I go again. Okay, dude. You know what's funny?
No, like,
I watched Simpsons this morning, and it was an episode maybe from the past couple of weeks. And so it's the comic book guy, right? When's the last time you guys watched Simpsons?
The fat guy, yeah.
The joke is my sister will watch Simpsons and then fall asleep, and then I'll kind of hear it in the background.
Yeah.
So I think today's episode was about Bart and like Homer and like not getting along as always.
Yeah, as always.
But it was more or less like Flanders showing Bart the other side of like parenting, kind of like
okay,
like kind of like
that's not the one I saw.
That's an old episode, bro. When they were when he went
remember when Bart was in the tree and Flanders was like, "You want a hot chocolate?" And he's like, "No." Then he's like, "Well, I'm gonna leave it here for you.
Yeah.
If you want to come take it." He like put hot chocolate, whipped cream, sprinkles. He shaved like chocolate on top of the whipped cream and like
the most.
He was doing the most, but that just to show a different side of parenting, right? Whereas Bart is so used to the
Arliss way.
Yeah, like the more like kind of like the harsh like, you know, like you need to kind of fend for yourself. If you don't,
Tell
then
me how you really feel.
that no, but there's nothing wrong with that because like I'm kind of doing the same thing with my daughter. Yeah, she's a girl, but at the same time,
You
like
gotta be able to hold your own.
yeah, like you kind of need to stand up for yourself. Just
The
because
world
you're a
ain't
girl,
pretty.
that doesn't mean shit. Like you need to be able to stand your ground, to know when to be like no, like I'm not doing this, or no, this is not what I was taught, so I'm not doing this. Like kind of think
I'm a
for
moral.
yourself, kind of the morale aspect of parenting, like hey, for my upbringings or for my teachings, is this the right or wrong thing to do?
Yeah,
More or less.
exactly.
Oh,
But I was oh yeah, hold on, let me get that back. So I was watching Simpsons this morning, and it was the comic book guy, and he has a wife, and they saw the Simpsons, and then they went to the Simpsons house, and then I'm just gonna blow past it. And she decided that she wanted to have kids, and the comic book guy said, "I thought you never wanted kids. I've never wanted kids in my life. Whatever."
big
whatever.
fat guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then Homer and Marge said, "Okay, why don't we help them have kids?" And Homer's like, help a guy ruin their life? Absolutely. He goes, he's like, "I'm so sick of that comic book jerk." He's like, him acting like his life is so much better without kids just because it is. I was like, so they went on this whole thing trying to get him to have kids, to decide to have kids. So they like pawn their kids off on him and all this shit.
So, and that's new Simpsons episodes. Like you're current.
I think it was past couple of weeks. It's like 3 weeks maybe, because I'm not current, but I just randomly pick random ones from
I haven't watched Simpsons in like a full episode. Wow, years, guy. I'm on. I used to be Family Guy for years, but now I'm on a South Park thing, man. South Park,
yeah.
There.
I still haven't watched South Park since I was in like elementary school.
Okay, so you should watch the cream fraiche episode or the cooking episode of South Park, because my buddy said that's literally me.
Oh yeah?
Like that episode is like for me specifically.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
And it is?
Yeah. 100%. Like,
but you look so excited. Yeah.
Not well, what time is it? Nope. Shot o'clock. Arliss?
I ain't got no more shots.
Well, thank you for listening to your business podcast. This has been a fantastic episode.
So as you were saying about your daughter, you were saying that, or about me, but we're taking the harsher side of raising our kids. We're airing, there's a line of harsh parents and not harsh parents, and we tend to walk on the harsher side of that line.
I wouldn't call it harsh. I would call it more realistic, like kind of thinking of
realistic to us
because of our upbringing, and you know, like our parents kind of instilling certain things in our minds. We kind of carry on to raising our kids, that, you know.
Yeah, on the stricter side.
Now that I'm 30, I'll be 31 in 9 days. It's not so much more strict. It's kind of more, like you said, awareness, like bringing awareness to living, or awareness to how you're living your life. So
you don't think that you're being overly strict?
Well, my daughter's only 2, so there's not an amount of strictness that I can instill as of right now. But when she does something that she's not supposed to be doing, so let me say it like this: my daughter knows the different tones of my voice. Like she knows when, like, what she can get away with, and like when she kind of crosses, when she's about to cross the line, when she knows, like, okay, like I kind of need to smarten up and like kind of listen more or less. Yeah. Whereas like she's 2, so obviously people say, "Oh, terrible 2s." Like, you know, kids kind of.
They're pretty bad at 2.
They're pretty bad at 2, but
just bad.
But now, like I'm kind of starting to understand her way of thinking, and then how I'm disciplining her. So it's not. I don't come off as, oh, you're being too strict. It's like kind of understanding how she thinks it, how she portrays it, and then how I would portray it, and then kind of meeting that middle ground.
So you don't think you're being overly strict. You think that you're being realistic, you say.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Not reasonable, but realistic.
KT, you don't think how strict, like, are you going to be, okay, here's a better way to word it. Are you going to be as strict on your kids as your parents are on you?
Probably not. I'm gonna be strict to a certain degree. It's a question you brought up earlier. We were talking about earlier in the week, Arliss. Does like over strict parents or parenting, does it cause, and create liars?
Yeah.
Some cases
for me,
it does.
I would say yes. I would say yes.
It does, bro. It did for me. Like I used to lie my ass off. I'm going to Mike's to sleep over. Nah, that's just
because Mike's safe. Because Mike's safe.
Yeah, I'm going to Mike's to sleep over because that's the cover. We're about to go, tear these house parties up.
Because it's easier to get away with going to Mike's than it is to say.
But technically, he's not lying because he is going to Mike's.
What if he never went there?
Sometimes I would, Brian.
Then that's a lie.
I said I'm going. Yeah,
then that's a lie.
Right. I said I'm going to Mike's. I go hang out with Lisa, and we go do all these parties and do all kind of drugs and all kind of stupidness. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, but do you think that? Okay, how many people do you guys know? Everybody knows people from school who had strict ass parents.
Mm-hmm. I was one of them.
Your mom was one of those.
Bro, you couldn't even ask me as a kid, like grade 9, 10.
Yeah.
My homies knew not to even ask me. Grade 10, 11, you couldn't even ask me to go out nowhere. I already knew my mom's gonna say no. Oh, couldn't even say I'm going to Mike's. Couldn't even say I'm going to Mike. No, you're not going nowhere.
That was kind of like me, grade 9, 10. I would kind of have to be like, but I think for the parents, it's more of like a safety thing. Like they don't more or less care where you are, as long as they know, okay, he's at Mike's. So if anything happens, he's at Mike's.
Because our parents know that kids, we are stupid as shit. We're gonna do some dumb shit, and they don't want us to think. But then it doesn't. See, this is the thing.
Well, hold on. Before you get into that, the very old or old school old school Caribbean parents thing is, friends go take you, but they're not go bring you back. That is like the Caribbean parent staple segment that they always tell you. Yeah, you can say what you're doing. Your friends will bring you to wherever it is you want to do. Yeah. But when shit pops off, are your friends really gonna have your back for you, or do you have to kind of fend for yourself?
Absolutely, I'm having my friends back if they're my real friends.
But but that's what you said. If they're your real friends.
But I think that's
where the kind of like that saying kind of.
Well, no, I think the other saying, the Caribbean saying, the fall of that is, show me your company and I'll show you who you are. So but also the fact, I would lie all the time to go where I wanted to go, but I still had some sort of values to where I didn't do certain things because I just knew it was stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So obviously, I was lying, but I still had some core values and some core lessons that I knew that stopped me from getting into even more trouble. You know what I'm saying?
So here's a question. So we all agreed that overly strict parents create liars.
Did you used to lie? I'd even ask you, Arliss.
I didn't. My mom wasn't as strict. Like my mom.
Okay, so hold on.
My mom was like a worry. She worried about a lot of stuff. So she wasn't strict on the sense that. And I've always kind of been a homebody. Like, you know what I mean? But I've always kind of been home. I went out a lot, but I always kind of been home. And so my mom was more worried something happening to me than me getting into trouble type of a thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that I didn't really have that. Like, I didn't really have that. Obviously I couldn't do whatever I want. She's Jamaican, but but you know, I had more leeway than a lot of other people.
Yeah.
So my question is, if you think if overly strict parents, right, create liars, which we agreed, maybe not 100% of the time, but a lot of the times they do, right?
Yeah.
What is the point of being a strict parent? If you get the same result, if you get a kid who's going to lie and do the bad thing anyway, rather than just letting them do the thing that they're going to do, what is the point of being a strict parent? It comes right back.
I would say, I think the point of being a strict parent, like you said, if you get the same result, they're trying to prevent that result from happening. Like, maybe they've done what you're thinking of doing, so they know what the consequences are going to be. So they're, in a way, without telling you you're fucking up, is trying to kind of save you from fucking up.
Yeah, but it doesn't save.
I think there's still a lot of values that are instilled into you, even if you do some shit that they were trying to stop you from.
No matter the values, at the end of the day, we are still our own person, so we're still going to do what we think for us is the best thing to do, regardless of our teachings, regardless of what we've been taught, regardless of what we know from right or wrong. We're
our own decisions.
We're still going to make our own decisions.
Yeah, but if you've instilled something, when something is instilled in you, it's your subconscious then. You know what I'm saying? So you think, yeah, it's your own decision, but you may not make a specific decision because you had a certain value or a certain lesson, something that you were taught as a child that just stuck with you, and it's just you do it by default, and you think, oh, I'm doing my own thing, but that's what they kind of put inside of you, and luckily enough, that would have saved you from whatever kind of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because regardless, the amount of trouble that we've gotten in as kids, as youth, it could have been way worse.
Yeah,
could have been way worse. All of us has done bad shit.
Yeah.
But it could have been way worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So from preventing it from being way worse, is that us going back to kind of our conscious, listening to what our parents or our elders saying what's right from wrong? Or is that us as individuals being like, okay, you know what? I'm kind of already in hot shit, but if I go this path, I'm going to be fucked up, versus if I go this path, I'm going to have to deal with the consequences, but not have to deal with the repercussions that comes with the consequences.
About all of that. Sometimes you're thinking about all of that.
Yeah, no, you're not even thinking
I think about all that shit, man.
Hey, but that's the thing though. Like, everyone's different, right? Like, for you guys, you might not think about that, but for someone else, before they make that choice, it's like they kind of weigh.
If anybody weighs
it
before the choice of a bad decision, then they're not doing it.
Yeah.
If you're thinking about it, if you think about this bad decision before you do it, the odds are you're not doing it.
But so let's play the odds, and let's say you do it, even though you've already thought about it and you've weighed it out, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to take my chances. It's like gambling, right?
But you're taking your chances to do the wrong thing. So
the wrong thing with not getting consequenced with a negative response.
If you have to weigh it in your mind, it comes down to a decision between good and bad. If you actually have to weigh it in your mind, it comes down to the decision of good and bad. And if you don't weigh it in your mind before and you're just doing it, you're not thinking about the consequences at all.
Now there was a story I posted in our group chat a while before, I want to bring up now, of a mom who went Taken style to find the murderers of her 20-year-old daughter. Yeah. She got into several disguises as a nurse, as a politician. What else? She disguised herself in all kind of get-ups to try and find
true story.
True story.
Happened to a friend of mine.
Pause. Clutch. You need to turn up your brightness, bro. It's getting darker by the second, dude. You gotta turn that shit up.
What happened to her kid?
Her kid, she died.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. That's a good question. So
whoa. Jeez, this guy went ham.
Just go down 2 notches, bro.
This guy went
just go down 2 notches, just 2. Just go down. No, you went up 1 more. 1, 2. That's good right there.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
This guy went ham.
It's bleach.
Blue soap.
My face with the cake soap.
You know what's funny? My kids, Kai and Sire, they're so different. Kai will lie to save his ass. Okay,
Kai,
he will lie.
Oh, I can tell. Yeah.
But Sire will not lie. He doesn't give a fuck, yo. I'm telling you. Oh my gosh, this kid is just like he's like the word. He's bad, but he just owns it. He's just like whatever. Like one time we were downstairs and he was playing in the toy room and Kai comes in crying and he's like crying and he's like, I'm like, Sire, what did you do? He's like, I punched Kai. It's just like I'm talking to him, not talking to him this nicely. He'll tell you punched Kai. I say, Kai will go, Mom, Sire said a bad word. And then be like, Sire, did you say a bad word? He said, yeah. What do you say? I say shit.
He says like it is. He says it like it is.
How will Kyron lie to save his life?
He'll blatantly lie. Kai, did you okay, what was that noise? It was Sire. He did this. Sire is in the TV room. How did he do it? It was Sire's fault. It's always somebody else's. He's like a blamer, right? Even if it's not, even 100% it was his fault. He'll like one time he dropped Sire's head on the ground. He makes excuses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He'll make an excuse or point blank lie. If you ask him, he'll say no. And then when you pressure him, he'll admit to it eventually.
Yeah.
But he'll lie off the job.
So the mom, taken style, went to go and find her. So they murdered her daughter. It wasn't even like, she was searching for her while the kid's alive, whatever. Well, so first they had her as a hostage and they were trying to do they're trying to hold her up for ransom. They ended up killing her, and the killers ended up trying to like live a regular life after as a nanny, as a whatever. And she found quite a few of them and ended up killing a bunch of them. I don't know what the story, now the story ends not happy. Some of the cartel people, they ended up finding her and they killed her. But she did get a bunch of them. Now, I don't know why or how this girl was kidnapped in the first place. I just know that she was kidnapped and the mom had, did what she was trying to do to save her daughter. Now, one of the assumptions could be maybe she was a strict mom. Maybe, she was trying to get away from her mom or whatever. And unfortunately got into the wrong situation, wrong position, met the wrong people. Because you hear the story over and over again of people rebelling and then they get into shit. How many, like, majority of strippers, like, what's their story? They had daddy issues. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's not me picking on them to say, oh, this girl, she just no. Just the data says majority of them, it's because of issues in the home, whatever it may be, right? Which pushed them to that level where,
Is it more issues or it's just more opinionated conflicts? That whereas the upbringing has a different view on certain things, whereas the parent has has a different view.
Safe.
Right?
It was too overbearing. Maybe she left. These are all speculations. I don't know. I'm not 24. I'm not CNN, whatever. But maybe that's how she got into some trouble. And that's like the greatest fear of a parent. It's like, you thinking, shit, this is like my fault. Like, bro, that's like heartbreaking. Like, my God. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, first off, would you guys go taking style for your youths?
Hell yeah. Like I said in my last podcast, I am going to jail. I have a daughter, so homie, don't play that. Like I said before in like 3 or 4 podcasts before.
Arliss is fake.
Like I said, 3 or 4 podcasts before, my daughter's mother was like, "Oh, you can't really be rough with like our daughter and stuff." But it's like, to me, it's not being rough. It's kind of building her character up. Like,
yeah, bro, you don't want to
I don't want you to fall like now. I don't care who hears this. My daughter will fall on her face, get up. I'll look at her. You good? She'll look at me. Yeah. And then carry on. Where some parents like, oh my god, like my kid fell. Oh my, like, like
call the ambulance.
Like by doing that, you're enabling the kid to be like, oh, okay, if I fall and I get hurt, someone will come to my rescue. Whereas like, if you teach, you okay? Like if I don't come to you, if you're crying, then you're okay. Like, so there has to be kind of like a point.
Yeah. So
where you realize like, okay, like I need to go to my kid.
Yeah.
Or it's like, hey, my kid's okay. Don't worry about like, and that's what I'm trying to kind of instill in my parents, being grandparents, that don't don't kind of be like, oh, she's about to fall, go catch her. No, let her fall.
Trip her.
Because she needs to learn that if she falls, she can get back up and she's okay.
So then that, you know what that means? That means Arliss, we need to toughen up Kai, because when I ran my gimbal and camera into his forehead, he dropped onto the floor, he should not have cried. I pretty much clotheslined Arliss's kid with a camera.
That was more than a clothesline. That's where you gotta give them some attention.
Like, bro, I ran into him clean, like the lens hit him right on his head. And the gimbal, everything.
He probably had a concussion. But I see what you're saying. Like, I was doing drills, and my girl's parents were over, and they were watching him do drills. We were doing it in the basement, and we do this drill where he goes through the rings, he hops over some hurdles, he jumps on, like, you know those steps that you have in gyms that you can raise the level of it.
Oh, the boxes, whatever.
Yeah. So he jumps onto the step, turns around, I throw a ball, and he catches it.
Nice.
Right. If he drops the ball, he has to come do the drill, go back and do the same thing and catch the ball again.
Yeah.
So basically him catching the ball is hand-eye dexterity.
Basically. So I throw the ball and I tell them, I said, sometimes he gets hit in the face. And because they were saying, don't throw it so hard. I'm like, no, sometimes he gets hit in the face. If he gets hit in the face, I don't care. I say he says it hurts, but I don't care. You got to do the drill anyways and come back and do it, because that teaches you that just because you get hit,
not to get hit in the face,
you don't stop the play, right? You keep going, right? The pain is just temporary. B, you need to catch the ball. That's what you need to do. If you don't want to get hit in the face, catch the ball, or at least hit it away. You know what I mean? But if some other kid runs out there and gives him a defa, it's a clothesline with a gimbal or a camera or something. If he's on a football field or something, and
he's kind of prepared. He kind of knows what to expect, kind of thing, right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna fuck that kid up to a point. You know what I mean? But like,
oh my gosh,
like honestly. My kid gets kidnapped and I know where he is. Yeah, I'm going to go look for him and stuff. Once you start getting into this cartel business and stuff, listen, I can make more kids, okay? If I'm dead, I can't make any more kids. Now that lady went off looking for her kids. She's dead. Her kid's dead. What good did that do? Her kid doesn't even know she was coming for her, okay? You could have made a kid, named the kid that same name, and be like, you're in memory of this story.
It's as if you never lost.
Exactly. You could have done all that.
Is this your New Year's resolution? Really?
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? Yo, see where he just goes and it's
oh shit.
Holy God.
No, but like I can understand what Arliss is saying, because we both have daughters. Like me personally, I don't know if I'm gonna have more kids or if I want more kids.
Yeah.
Like, because 10 years ago, in the last topic, I didn't even know that I wanted. I didn't want kids.
Yep.
So like the one that I have now is kind of like, do I really want more kids?
Now, let me ask you this,
Probably not.
and I'll ask
Me,
Carlos
hold
the
on,
same
me,
question.
me personally, or
No, I'm gonna ask you personally. Hold on,
okay.
and I'm gonna ask Arlis the same type of question. Now, is it because it is with someone, because you had your first child with someone you are no longer with, why that's kind of discouraging you from having another one? Because you're not with this person, you don't see a future with them,
No,
and you feel like,
no.
okay, I
My
don't want to
answer
make
is
that same mistake again.
no. My answer is no because I never want. You guys know me. I never wanted kids to begin with. I was with someone who like I wanted to marry. I got the ring. They lied about the pregnancy. KT, because I asked you about there's this certain situation,
Yeah,
and then your mom being a nurse saying like, no, she's talking shit more or less.
yeah.
Like I didn't want kids, but after having my one kid and like me kind of like wanting to give my everything to this one, kind of made me realize it's like I don't know if I can if I can give my second child the exact same love and affection that I'm giving my kid that I have right now.
Arlis, did
That's
you get
why I
discouraged?
don't want to have another
Say what?
kid.
Did you get discouraged, Arlis, after your first child?
Discouraged in
In a way where it's like, shit, I don't really know. I don't really know if I want to have another kid because as much as I love my first child, that's with somebody I am no longer with. I don't love them, whatever it may be. So I don't want the same shit to happen again. So I just won't have no more use.
I was
You
the
have
same
that.
way. I never wanted to have kids, right? I never wanted to have kids. I just wanted to be like, no
Hugh
kid.
Hefner.
When I had, yeah, seriously. So I wanted to be like, I wanted to be in a type of relationship where I didn't have kids and I could just do what I want with my partner, type of a thing. After the first kid, I didn't want to have kids still. And so when I met my girl now, I still told her I didn't want to have kids. But I understood the fact that she wants to have kids,
Yeah.
right? And on top of that, I never had a boy. And so because I never had a boy was the only thing that made me really take the step to agreeing with her that yeah, we'll have a kid. And so I got a boy, and it's whatever. Like my reasoning for not having kids is freedom. That's mainly what it is the lack of freedom that you get from being a parent. That's my main reason. So once you have one, two is still the same shit. Honestly, it's just not. You're not going to get any more or less freedom having two kids.
And then you had a third.
And then I had a third, and it's still the same shit. It's just as annoying. It's more annoying, but the same. You've already given up your life to being a parent. You've already given that up. So at that point, you might as well just, if they want, I'm talking about if, for example, Clutch met a girl and she really wanted to have kids and he was on the fence about it, I would say like you might as well at that point, if
Jump the fence.
Yeah, you've already jumped the fence. You're already in the yard.
Yeah.
At that point, it really doesn't change much.
No, yeah,
more screaming, more slaps to be given out.
I get that because like
corporal punishment.
Corporal punishment. Damn right.
No, because like now like my daughter, like she knows the different tones in my voice where like as I kind of want to be more lenient because she's a girl, but at the same time it's
That doesn't
like
mean anything.
Exactly. At the same time, just because I know a lot of our listeners might give me flack on this, but just because you're a girl or a woman or a female doesn't mean that you can't learn the same way that men do, which is that harsh love that if you do something wrong, there's consequences. Like who's to say like just because a little girl does something that is wrong, whether or less you're a boy or a girl, should not have the consequences lightened or different. Like the consequences should be the same regardless.
We talked about this before, where it's like
no, exactly, yeah.
Where it's like, you know, if your son starts dating early, then you cheer them on. I think that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Whereas if your daughter starts dating, you'd be like, you know, you get at her. You tell her, no, don't do that. You'd refute it and all kind of other stuff. So you're saying you'd give the same type of
yes and no, but for me, with my lifestyle and how I've treated women and how my interactions with women have been different for every different woman, I would want my daughter to feel comfortable enough to come, not so much tell me everything, because obviously if you know too much, your emotions have to kind of play into factor, but kind of be like, okay, you know what, Dad, like, you know, I'm dating this guy, he's like X, Y, and Z,
yeah.
And then that's my character or my judgment to be like, okay, you know what, like, you know, yeah, okay, cool, because I know that from my parenting, I've taught you what you need to know to kind of make your own judgment from the right and wrong. From what's safe, what's not safe, to what's kind of whatever judgment you make is either going to put you into danger or is kind of steer you into that gray area where it's like Arla said, if you know this is going to give you flack or you're going to get in shit for it, you're still going to do it anyways. Or as like he said, his sire, he kind of takes it as it is. Like, you know what? Yeah, I did this, you know, it was my fuck up kind of thing, you know?
And that's the thing. I think, yeah, I agree. They should all be able to have the same type of a consequence, but I think it more than daughter and son. I think it's really based on that person's personality. Like, for like we were talking about Sire and Kai, I have to discipline them differently. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like now, especially now, because now Sire's getting bigger and stuff. I need to start being more harsh with him. As with Kai, I can, like, if you take something away from Sire, whatever, he'll be mad about it, but whatever. But Kai will actually, you take his tablet away, for example, for the weekend, then that actually affects him. You know what I mean? As to where my daughter, I don't have to really do any type of corporal punishment. She would just like if you raise your voice too loud for too long, she'll end up crying.
Yeah.
Type of thing. So it's just because she's just sensitive like that. It's just how she is.
And the thing is, and my daughter now is starting to become that sensitive, whereas like when it's close to her bedtime or what, or like close to her routines, when like my voice gets raised a little bit, she'll kind of take it as, oh, I'm in trouble. But like I've now started to catch on to it because obviously she's not with me 24/7. I'll tell her like, no, you're not in trouble, but this is just how things are. Like this is just how your routine is. We stuck to this routine. I'm not changing this routine just because you're getting older or whatever. Like, you know, like this is what's worked. So this is how it is.
Just do what I do. If they piss you off too much, just tell them, you know, I could take you out and replace you. So, nigga,
but they say it's not so much of a piss off. It's more or less that, like I think KT said in episode like around the 20s, it's the Matilda method. I'm right, you're wrong. I'm big, you're small. It's not that it's at the end of the day, I'm the parent and you're the child. Like literally before New Year's Eve, like me and my parents got to an argument, and the next day we had a discussion about it. And to me, like being as the child, even though I'm 30, I'm still their child. They brought up points that to me it's like, oh, you guys saw it as this way. Well, I saw it as this way. Kind of you kind of need to find that compromise and that kind of where they say like, oh, well, you're the parent, the kid doesn't need to compromise. No, you need to kind of realize or understand that not everyone will understand the way you think or the way your method is coming across. To them, it might completely blindside them, but to you it makes completely sense.
Well,
because of the way that we were raised.
Damn right. They ain't learning quick enough. They better learn my mentality. There's no other way of thinking. There's no other way of thinking, bro. My way of thinking.
No, but that's what I mean though, because when you go to school, the teachers teach you to ask why when you're unsure of things, right? Yeah. The teachers teach you to question everything. So as a kid, you're questioning why your parents or why your superior is asking to do certain things. To you being taught, you're like, well, why am I doing it your way when I was taught to do it however? Because like for math, for example, there's 1,000,001 ways to solve an equation. Doesn't matter how you do it, right? But as long as the outcome is income, it doesn't matter how it was solved. So I think in explanation, the way certain people portray or understand certain things, some people might portray understand certain things a different way just because of the different teachings.
I agree, but you forgot one little ending to that statement.
Here we go.
Out a door. Okay, there's 1,000,000 ways to do things out a door. Okay, but here there's one way.
Yeah, we're gonna end it off like that.
Curiosity killed the cat. Okay,
and
cat has 9 lives.
End it off like that, bro. I appreciate everybody for this. That's funny. Appreciate everybody for listening. This has been Serious Business. Not So Serious Podcast. Of course, you got to make sure that you follow us on all of our social media platforms. Our Twitter @SeriousBiz_pod. Our Instagram, which is @Serious Business Podcast. Business is spelled BIZNESS.
Yeah.
Our YouTube, Serious Biz. Like it, share. We're gonna be posting. Consistency, baby. Like our new logo. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Going like all of us.
Hey, our new After Dark logo for everyone that wants to take a look and see what go on. Just make sure you hit that link. Subscribe and subscribe. Make sure you do everything. I know I'm cutting Mr. Kevin Gordon Thomas off the name that his mama gave him, but I'm just in my bag right now, so I just have to feel like I gotta take over.
And just end the show.
It's a serious business, not so serious podcast. Make sure that you taking it seriously, but at the same time, we don't, because we just say it how it is. We're real. We say what we think. We're not fake. So just click that link, subscribe, and we out.
Like 3 strikes.
Bang, bang, bang.
Nice.